Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I'm doing a collective reading today. I'm going to incorporate some of the fairy cards into it, but I'm not going to do the full spread like I've done in the past because I don't know the cards and it's just way too awkward and clumsy to read in the book to try and get um, the understanding a whole spread. So I'm going to use a few of the cards and then try something else. So yeah, let's begin. I want to try pulling past, present, and future cards from this fairy deck. And yeah, I said it's for the collective, for everybody. It's timeless in general, so take what resonates. Yeah, and Lioness Kitty Cat is here. Good morning, beautiful. And also Mojo Tarot. Hello and good morning. Okay, so for the past, we have Queen of the Autumn, Queen Unag in reverse. I'll go ahead and read reversals. Why not? In the present, we have the Nine of, this might be Spring, Pixie. I'll show you the card. And that's in reverse. And then for the future, we have the Nine of, this might be Summer, Jenny Green Teeth. Oh, she's fun. Okay. So, let me find these first. Always the awkward part. So the Autumn Court, Queen Unag. Opened right to the page. I love when that happens. Wow, there's a lot of explanation here. Okay, reverse meeting. When the Queen of the Autumn Court appears reversed in a spread, she indicates overwhelming feelings, mood swings, emotional instability, the overestimating of problems, and a refusal to contemplate solutions. Can also indicate a real woman who is unreliable, untrustworthy, unstable, hysterical, and perverse. Okay. So either you've been in this energy or you've been dealing with somebody who is feeling emotionally unstable, struggling with mood swings. Yeah, there's a lot of overwhelm here. So in the present, we have this Pixie, which I believe is Summer. Nope. Nope, sorry, Spring. Which is, yeah, Spring. Okay. So in the reverse, Pixie, you are shirking some task or responsibility. At the moment, you don't care about hurting others as long as you get what you want. This attitude will have consequences for you at a later date. Okay. So yeah, I guess there's a cautionary message here. Yeah, try to keep in mind consequences. And whatever goals you have, whatever you're trying to achieve, remember to try and enroll and bring people with you rather than um, you know, bowling them over. Roll like I'm seeing like a steamroller, um, yeah, you don't want something to come back and bite you in the butt. Shirking some kind of task or responsibility. So yeah, and there's that too. Like you need to be able to um even if you don't feel like it, push through that feeling and do whatever it is you need to do. Um because it will pay off much better for you in the long run. So in the near future we have Jenny Green Teeth. Um the card shows a hag fairy rising from a river. Okay, here. Let me just go to the When Jenny Green Teeth surfaces in your cards, she indicates danger and uncertainty. Some pitfall or hazard lies in your path. Something that appears secure has a deceptive appearance. A wolf in sheep's clothing may fool you. Like it almost feels like karma. Like if you're doing something that you know, somehow compromises others, even compromises yourself, there's going to be some kind of consequence. um Something that appears secure has a deceptive appearance. A wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like if you do something to at the expense of others, there's going to be that karmic retribution where then that happens to you. Well, okay. Well, that's a fun little message. Let's move on, or continue, I should say. There's something here for somebody that needed to hear that. But I want to pick some cards from my oracle decks. I have this idea for a new spread. Um, and there's Linda. Linda made it. Yay! All right. So we've got expansion and north, number one. So there's a new beginning here. Volcanoes and power, number 9. And darkness and moon, number 7. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Here, I'll put these up here. I need a little space for this spread. So, yeah, heading in a new direction. Kind of, you've got the brew. You might have the brew. You have some kind of blueprint here, and this is it could be a new cycle in your life. It's something where you are tapping into your power. In a way, you're kind of being birthed. It looks like she's like, forged in the fire. Something has been difficult, but um you're stronger because of it. Kind of like Gandalf the Gray fighting the Balrog becomes Gandalf the White. Something like this. So, and this darkness and moon, there's it has to do with you tapping into your intuition and knowing that where you don't see a clear path, you have trust that it will be revealed eventually. And in this darkness, there's something that is growing, something really good. It has to do with this power and this expansion, this explosion of energy. You might be feeling like You might be feeling inspired, and because of this new direction, the universe is guiding you, is leading you, and a part of that is this incredible energy and inspiration and power that is coming to you as you journey forward. And you don't know where it's leading, but that's okay, because all will be revealed. The light, is behind her. So going with my Queen of the Moon oracle. Pleasure number 18, which is interesting because that breaks down to a 9. Volcanoes is a 9. There's an immense amount of pleasure that you are getting from this new beginning. Um it's a whole new you. Oh, and we have butterflies. We have butterflies in this pleasure card. You're just, you know, y- you're kind of going through this rebirth. You're coming up bigger and better and more powerful than ever, and you're just like you're just letting this energy um completely overtake you. And letting yourself be drawn through she's being drawn from her heart, pulled. um that's a part of the transformation, is you're overcoming some kind of emotional instability, like we had here in the past. um and you might also, if you were dealing with somebody who was very difficult in releasing this and going in a new direction, you're finding this new energy that just, oh, it feels so yummy. um oh, I'm not done with that. I'm not done. We've got hunger 29. um Blossoming 33. It's like feeling this pleasure, being in such a yummy, free energy. I feel like I just don't even have the words for this, but yeah, where you gain pleasure from just being in the moment, just enjoying yourself and your own energy and how connected you feel. And this is making you aware of some kind of hunger that you have. Maybe you've had it for a long time, or maybe this is a new hunger where the better you feel, the better you want to feel. um, or you're realizing as you're getting into this energy of pleasure, this hunger for something, yeah, it hunger for enjoying your life, enjoying your existence. Maybe you're picking up something that you used to do, and you're, like playing music, for example, or you're choosing to learn something new that you've always wanted to try. And as you pour yourself into it, um you find that you have a knack for it, and it's like something that you really enjoy, and it's allowing you to blossom even more. It's like this pleasure is this kind of pure raw energy, and you kind of focus that, you channel that um into something new, and there's this huge blossoming that's coming out of that. this discovery of yourself. And we've got a little bit of kitty confirmation, kitty scratching too. So I want some cards from the Voice of the Souls Oracle. Message of Guidance 36, which breaks down to a 9. Oh, we've got a little pinky swear thing going on here. You are being guided. I said this already. You are being guided by your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universal energies, whatever you want to call it. Um, it's a part of where you're getting all of this energy and inspiration from. And this guidance, this is what's leading you to this blossoming, to doing something that is actually very meaningful to you. Message of Love 34. Um, yeah, you're being guided toward what you love. Again, whether that's something that you are kind of um, picking up again, or you're trying something new for the first time. Now, this love can also have to do with well, it's all connected because when you're focusing on what brings you pleasure, and I'm not talking about like instant gratification, hedonistic pleasure. This is a very, um, I don't know, it's it, it's a pleasure that comes from putting your all into something, and you reap the rewards from effort and time put in. Doing the thing that makes you that just really connects you to yourself. And there's a love of the thing, there's loving yourself, and so doing the thing that you love is an act of love to yourself. And because of kind of embodying this love, then you it starts to reflect back to you in your outer world, because our outer world always reflects what's going on within us. Always. I don't use the A word lightly. So, oh, one more. And we've got learning, number 4. And 4 is the number of stability, solid foundation, structure. Um, you're learning how to create a solid foundation for yourself through doing things that are very pleasurable, and have a great um, uh, kind of personal reward, something that's personally rewarding, I guess. So, gonna get some cards from my Moonology deck. Oh, and there's the sun. Good morning. Okay. So we've got take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Not sure what that means. Take time to breathe out. Needing to, yeah, which implies holding your breath. Breathing helps to get the energy moving. Um, breath work could be very helpful, or doing something that gets your heart pumping, forces you to breathe. And sometimes you just need to stop and take a breath. And then we have a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. A time to give. It makes me think that whatever this is that you're doing, that you're picking up and running with, that's so enjoyable, there's something about that allowing you to give back, or it's something that you're able to give. It's a way to give of yourself in a very pure and authentic way. Um, yeah, it's like this. It's shifting away from either influences that you have been dealing with that are negative and kind of bring your energy down, or if you've been in some kind of funk, some kind of mentality, or yeah, some kind of mindset where um, you're kind of doing whatever you need to do to fulfill yourself because you feel like, well, if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it, which is true. But it's like that. There's a difference between deciding to be selfish because you're angry that you're not getting what you want, versus deciding to be, I don't like the word selfish because it does have a negative connotation. Deciding to be, d- to focus on yourself, because knowing that when you do, you're going to be able to give more to others. It's not coming from a place of anger and fear and like, well, I just hate everyone, so I'm just going to do what I want. It's like, oh, I need to learn to love myself, and the more I love myself, the more love I'm going to have for others. You see, it's a very different kind of energy. So, oh, I'm not done. One more. Hey, Cora made it. Glad you were here. All right, we've got expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. We have eclipse season coming. I believe. I think the lunar eclipse is in April. I could be wrong about that. There's one in March and one in April. But anyway, huge change is coming. An eclipse energy, that's kind of long lasting change. They say roughly 6 months. You can kind of notice and feel um, the effects of that. Yeah, and expect powerful change, again with being forged in the fire. Okay, so I'm gonna get some cards from my animal oracle deck. Canary spirit, sing your own song. 12. Sing your own song. Ah, gotta try and make more space. Okay. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. 48. Which also breaks down to a 12. That's cool. Time for beginner mind. Time for, yeah, beginner mind. It's a new beginning for you. You're different. You're different than you were. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Number 2. Yeah, Yeah, as there's momentum here. Life is speeding up as you come out, as you burst forth onto the scene. You're bringing all this energy and momentum with you, and it's just gonna compound. Um, okay, I want to get some cards from my Osho Zen. Osho Zen Tarot. Possibilities. Two of Fire. Yeah. There's a new path opening up for you. The possibilities. It's something that you hadn't even thought of before, or it was just something that you were like, well, that'd be cool, but like you talked yourself out of it or something. And now you're seeing, we have the eagle here. You can see things in a whole new way. You see the possibilities that they weren't there for you, or you didn't have the right vantage point to be able to detect that they were even there. Ooh, and we've got friendliness. Two of water. So we have two twos now. Um, and you there's somebody here, you may be meeting somebody who's like, you two are on the same level, you're very similar, you have some similar sensibilities, some similar mentalities. Um, Somebody you feel very comfortable with, and the fact that there are two twos tells me that it's not only a card of connection with another, but it's also it's a number of balance. You're coming into balance, where you were out of balance before. And you have a choice to make. You can decide to stay in a restrictive energy that holds you back, holds you down, or you can, and that's kind of where your comfort zone is. But it's a stagnant place. It's time for you to move out of that, out of that comfort zone. Go outside the box. It's a scary thing to do because nothing is fully fleshed out. You're the one who gets to actually build. You have the blueprint here, but you're the one in charge of actually building. And when you don't know exactly what you're working with, or exactly um, how long it's going to take, or, you know, whatever, it's like it can cause you to retreat, to feel like, oh, I'm too scared, I'm just happier where I'm at. um but I assure you that you will be much happier when you force yourself out of that. I'm getting out of that cage. Not that I see a cage here. Well, we have a canary. And then we have then we have existence, which is the magician, Gemini and Virgo energy, and it's a number one, same as this North and expansion. It's time for you to completely change up your existence. Your existence is going to become one of connecting through your intuition, through your intuition with your higher power, with the cosmos, understanding your place in it all. You are the drop in the ocean, and you are also the ocean itself. So now I want to read these in a different way. It's going to go a little bit longer, but that's fine. So there's all these possibilities open to you, right? Or there's a new possibility. Um, I don't know. I mean, it is plural, possibilities. Um, but those possibilities are becoming available to you because of you being authentic to yourself, um, using your voice to speak your truth, to sing your own song. There's a UB40 song called Sing Our Own Song. Yeah. Um, and I'm thinking of anyway, and so you're being authentic here to yourself, and as you begin, as you have this, it's like you see the possibilities, and then you're like, okay, I'm going in a new direction, I'm going to take advantage of this new possibility, and it is new. You don't know all everything, and that's okay. It can be uncomfortable to not know all the answers right out the gate, but usually in with learning anything, we need time to get really good at something. And life is speeding up as you begin this journey. It just goes faster and faster, and you're being guided to continue forward. And where there might be detours, like, it's very obvious, it's very, once you're on the path, you may not know the 10th step ahead of you, you're not meant to, but you're going to know the next step because you are being guided. And so just take time to enjoy the journey. There's a lot to be gained from this journey. It is more about the journey than the destination, for sure. Because the destination is, you're never going to get to a certain point. It's always it's always moving. And so just breathe as you go, because the point is to focus on the pleasure that you feel in every given moment, wherever you are, whether you've gotten to, to a certain goal or um, achievement or whatever you're moving towards. Like, this very much feels like you're letting go of the need to have some kind of specific outcome, and you're getting more into the enjoyment of the process and not being so worried about the outcome. So then we have this friendliness, which this can be a romantic connection. This can be a really good friend, somebody who you really connect with, and you get a lot of pleasure out of being with. Um, and yeah, if it's romantic, there's this is a very passionate connection. uh it's like you two coming together, you feed something within each other, and but there's I'm hearing the song by Depeche Mode, just can't get enough. And and then we have blossoming, and so this connection is blossoming through exploring this pleasure and fulfilling this hunger within each other. And there is a lot of love here. There's a lot of love. And it's a time to give rather than take. This is about giving back. This is about reciprocity. It's about, because of learning how to fill your own cup and have pleasure just in your own energy, being happy with who you are, then you have more than enough to give to someone else. It's not showing up and expecting someone to give to you. It's saying, hey, I'm here and I have all this love. And then it's like this person, it's the same for them. They're like, wow, somebody who actually meets me halfway. Nice. And so it's like, it's like you two both wanting to give to each other. And then there's a beautiful receptivity to that as well. So then we have existence and north, focusing on you, taking time for yourself, reveling in your own energy and seeing this blueprint that the universe is moving you toward, being very connected to the universe through your intuition, through that inner wisdom. And this is it's yeah, like, again, like I said, this rebirth, this power that's coming from you kind of exploding onto the scene. um this expansion, I mean, a volcano when it's erupting is expanding. It's, yeah, it's moving up and out, and making something that was an idea, and turning it into something that is solid and physical. And then there's this time of rest. Like, when you're birthed, you need time to just, like, get used to it. A butterfly comes out of the cocoon, it can't just fly away. It needs time to let its wings dry. It needs time to just, like, chill, and because it's a tough process coming out of the cocoon, coming out of the birth canal, being shot out of a volcano. And so it's like, it's taking time, tapping in, tuning in to your intuition, letting yourself rest before the light comes, before things are fully illuminated. And there's learning in this rest period. There's also learning when things are illuminated. Learning is just a part of the process. You may be someone who thinks of yourself as a lifelong learner, and expect powerful change. There's big, beautiful change that is coming, um, because of taking that first step toward the unknown, toward an idea. And this change is profound. And again, I just want to point out, you have a choice. This is the possibility that is available to you when you embrace love, loving yourself, being authentic, being open to the possibilities, feeling the fear and pushing through, or transmuting the fear. Or you can choose to be to stay in to stay in an energy that keeps you down and holds you down, that doesn't allow you to show up as the best version of yourself. We always have this choice. Um, but this is very much just like, okay. um, and if you've been dealing with difficult energies, just know that by focusing on yourself and your pleasure, and also giving back, paying it forward, however that looks, even if it's just like choosing to smile at strangers, or to smile at everyone, to share your joy and your pleasure with the world. That in itself is, it's what the world needs, and it's certainly what is going to help you to move in this amazing direction. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.